Backpay of a 20.6% raise to Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, and VA benefits. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here on the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to bring to your attention something I've been seeing showing up in the headlines a number of times recently in regards to a 20.6% Backpay raise for all the fixed income beneficiaries I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which encompasses well over 71 million people all across the country, which encompasses about 22% of our population here in the United States, with about 334 million people. As a result of that, let's get into it and talk about the details and what I've been seeing about this, because there's a lot of people out there right now suggesting we need significantly more than what we've been receiving here over the last couple years. I'll be sharing all the detail with you here in this video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day, advocating on your behalf, as well as doing anything I possibly can to keeping you updated with what's actually going on, as there's new information hitting the wire literally every single day. New bills, packages, proposals, announcements, new articles and information coming out. There's a lot of information, as well as I'm doing all that research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on, and anything popping up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus checks, raises to benefits, and again, monthly checks or anything else like that. A lot of things are happening right now. It is a very busy time. 2024 is all about you, the low income and fixed income beneficiaries, and remember, they want your approval and they want your attention. So as a result of that, they're going to be talking about and doing anything they possibly can to get that sometime this year, right? And either way, we got to stick together right now. Again, thanks for being here. Truly do appreciate it. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I sincerely appreciate literally every single one of you here in this community. We've got to stick together right now. It is so incredibly important. All right, thank you so much. Let's get into it and talk about a 20.6% back pay raise for fixed income beneficiaries. Where is this coming from? What are they talking about here, and why would they do such a thing? Because this would be absolutely amazing. Let's just say that much, which, by the way, let me throw this out there really fast, because you might be thinking, but wait, a 20.6% raise, that would be massive, right? Well, let me give you some real dollars and cents behind this so you can actually see what this would actually translate into. Now, I'm going to give you some round numbers to work with here just to give you a perspective on what this would actually look like, okay? So as of right now, let's just say that you had a $1,000 monthly benefit. Applying a 20.6% raise to that would raise benefits by $206 a month, from $1,000 up to $1,206 a month, okay? That'd be over $2,400 a year is what that would translate into. In fact, to be exact, it'd be $2,472 a year is how much that would actually translate into more, okay? That'd be amazing, and that'd be life-changing for a lot of people. Here's what's interesting about it. That example I just gave you right there, we've been asking for a $200 per month raise out of the Social Security Expansion Act, right? Well, did you notice the number I just gave you right there? This 20.6% raise would do essentially exactly that, the $200 per month raise. A little bit of a coincidence how these numbers overlap a little bit, right? Just saying, right? So again, I'm not focusing on the Social Security Expansion Act here in this video. I'm just saying, looks a little bit conspicuous, right? So again, I want to bring this to your attention here in this video and where I'm seeing this. All right, so let me rewind a little bit here and go back just a little bit to kind of give this some context here, okay? Remember, 2023, the announcement in late 2022 was coming out of Social Security saying we're going to be getting an 8.7% raise going into 2023. Now, obviously, this is long gone at this point, but we got that 8.7% raise, right? Well, interestingly enough, at the time, late 2022, early 2023. Now, again, yes, I know this was a while ago. I'm just kind of going back here for a second to tell you exactly kind of where this all started. But as a result of that, the 8.7%, even though it was very big, we all knew, hey, inflation was more like double that. We knew that inflation at the time on housing and transportation and food, remember food inflation? That was nuts. It's still very high right now, but back then, it was like 20%. It was like a very high teens on some of this stuff. It was very high. But the point is, during that time, there were a lot of people coming out suggesting, hey, that 8.7% COLA needs to be doubled up to 17.4%, okay? That's what people were talking about. Now, interestingly enough, obviously now for 2024, we got 3.2%. Wow, a whopping 3.2%. Thanks, guys. We're really appreciating it these days, right? Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. That is nothing. That is an insult yet again. Well, as a result of that, because of the 8.7% that we got for 2023, which really should have been doubled, the 17.4%, now we have this 3.2% on top of that, bringing it up to 20.6%. So there's a number of people out there, I've been reading this in a number of articles and information that has been published out there, suggesting that we really should be getting well over a 20% increase to benefits right now instead of this 3.2% COLA, just to make up for all the massive inflation over the last couple of years. That's it. Not like 20 plus years, not even 5 years, but rather like 3 years of inflation that has all been basically siphoning every last penny out of our bank accounts. And as a result of that, these fixed income benefits that people rely on and live on every single month, which by the way, almost 50% of beneficiaries rely on their monthly benefit for 90+% of their income or all of their income every single month. So there's a huge percentage of people, nearly a half of the people out there that receive Social Security benefits rely on their benefit for pretty much all their money every single month. That's a lot of people that rely on these benefits. Well, guess what has happened over the last 3 years? Yup, you know, you got it right on, okay? I know what you guessed. Well, the benefits haven't been keeping up, and this inflation is really hard to keep up with. Well, yeah, it's basically impossible. When benefits are adjusted half of what they should be over the course of a couple of years, and as a result of that, we're expected to live on a benefit that's significantly below what inflation and the cost of living has actually gone up. Oh, by the way, the Medicare Part B premium takes a bunch of it as well on top of that, and then we're left with literally nothing at the end of the day. Oh, and for those of you that receive SNAP benefits, yes, those benefits are also reduced as a result of the COLA, and boom, there you go, we're sitting with nothing. So what's interesting is all these reports are coming out suggesting, hey, we should be looking at a 20+% increase to benefits, simply just to make up for the adjustments to benefits that should have come over the last couple of years here because of this massive inflation that we've been seeing for 3 years now, right? Now, obviously, it peaked back in June of 2022, 9.1%, but guess what? We spent a significant portion of 2021 going up the mountain. We peaked out at the top of the mountain in June of 2022, and then it's taken us a very long time to come down the other side of the mountain, which we're not even down at the bottom yet, right? We're still like, whatever. We're still making our way down, right? So as a result of that, this is what it comes up to. So this is what they're suggesting is that we would need at least a 20% raise to benefits, as in back payment increase to benefits, as in the COLA, really would need to be about 20% on top of what we're currently receiving right now, just to bring these benefits up to where they really should be based on what real inflation has done over the last, call it 3 years, since it started really ramping up in early-ish 2021 after they printed another $1.9 trillion on top of the other $4 trillion they printed over the couple of years before that. So interesting, right? Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to bring this to your attention, because you got to know what's going on here, okay? Now, again, there's a lot of things out there that are popping up out there and a lot of information that is circling that you probably don't hear about. I highly doubt your local news talks about this stuff. And again, why I want to bring it to your attention. Now, again, as I said earlier, I'm here to advocate on your behalf. I'm here to keep you informed. And I want to bring this to your attention because this is something that everybody needs to know about. I feel like this is your right to know this stuff, okay? Now, here's the thing. Is anybody going to come out and talk about this and say, hey, you should really be getting more in your benefit? No, this is like one of those topics that's like, hey, shh, everybody, don't say anything. Don't tell them that, we kind of stiffed all the beneficiaries here over the last couple of years. Let's not tell them that they should be getting 20% more on top of this because this inflation really ripped everybody up here over the last couple of years. Let's not tell them we should be getting a lot more, right? It's all like this hush-hush thing. No, let's not make it hush-hush. Let's tell the world, hey, everybody, you should be getting 20% more on top of your benefit. That's the reality, because inflation has been brutal the last couple of years, and they haven't told us the exact truth of what has been really going on. And of course, as always, the CPI, the joke of a CPIW, and the CPI, the CPIE, which never got applied to benefits, again, is just basically neglecting beneficiaries. And as a result of that, benefits are not keeping up. Huge surprise, right? No, we know this. This is no surprise whatsoever. This is not a big secret. We know how the game works, right? They give us a raise and they say, here, everybody, take this little 3.2% and enjoy your time, right? And we say, Are you kidding me? And then the Medicare Part B premium comes in, takes it all away. And then we have other things like SNAP benefits being reduced. And oh, by the way, expenses on food and shelter and transportation and healthcare and premiums and all the stuff like this. Oh, then it's all gone, plus a whole lot more, right? We're sick of it. I'm not sure about you, but I'm sick of it, right? We're tired of it. It's just annoying at this point, right? So basically what the benefits are supposed to do is help beneficiaries, yes, but they're also supposed to keep up with real cost of living, which they're not doing, right? So anyway, okay, I'm going to leave the rant at that, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to go off again, okay? Let's leave it at that for right now. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to stop right there. Otherwise, it's going to be another, 5-10 minutes or something of me just going off. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you really quickly here in this video because this is what's going on. This is the information that's circling around. And again, I want to bring this to your attention. And again, whether something like this were to actually happen or not, it's still something that I want you to be aware of, okay? It's something that, hey, maybe somebody ran some numbers on this. Maybe somebody's looking out for us. Maybe, this is something that should be brought to the attention of the beneficiaries because at the end of the day, it impacts your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, the amount of money that you should be getting in your monthly benefits every single month. Now, here's the thing. If they actually just gave a raise, a COLA raise that was appropriate with real inflation, what people living on a fixed income benefit are actually experiencing, and again, I'm going to be real with you, I do not think the CPIE is a good depiction of that either. I think that one is just as flawed as the CPIW, which is what they're currently using right now. What they really need to do is go and live the lives of a fixed income beneficiary, or here's a better idea, survey fixed income beneficiaries. I don't know, you could easily survey, 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 million people easily and say, hey, how's your life going? Is it, kind of tough these days with high prices? And we can answer these surveys and be like, oh my, look at that. Maybe we should live in the lives of the people living on the fixed income benefit rather than just living in a bubble all the time, right? So anyway, if they actually knew what it was like for a lot of beneficiaries, they would maybe have a better idea of what it is actually like for the average person out there right now living on a fixed income benefit. It's nuts. It's brutal, right? Prices are high. Look at our receipts. We're sick of it. The receipt goes higher every time, right? It's just like the number on the bottom keeps getting higher and higher every single week. It's like if we were just proactive like 2 years ago and just stocked up on tons and tons of stuff, we just think how valuable that stuff would be today, right? We'd be sitting on like all kinds of stuff that's like doubled in price over the last 2 years. Not bad, right? We would have picked it up at 50% off, right? So anyway, which by the way, actually I recommended that a couple years ago. I said, hey, if there's any way, this was a long time ago. This was like 2-3 years ago when inflation was just starting to pick up and we saw it all coming. It's like, hey, if you can pick up an extra couple of cans of soup or a couple extra things here and there when you're out at the store, start doing that now because prices are going up and it's only going to get worse. Well, that was like 3 years ago that I was saying that. And here you go. Here we are all this time later and prices have increased so much. So all right, anyway, this time I promise I'm leaving it at that. So if you have not done so, subscribe down below, totally free to do so. Share the video with your friends on my social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. And as always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one.